Alrighty guys, welcome back. Another episode of Mart's Weld Shop. And today, I guess we got most of our parts here for the LS1. So we're probably gonna make a couple parts to the motor video just because I don't think I'm gonna get it all done in one show. So we're gonna make it in parts, right? We're gonna like it, it's gonna be fine, right? So the other day, I got my wiring harness for the inside of the 10, and I also got my timing chain and my retainer plate for the cam. So yeah, we got a pile of junk right here in the corner, and we got a pile of junk right here, and there's a pile of junk over there. So we're gonna get started on this pile of junk right here. That one. So I already got the oil pan swapped out. There's the old, there's some more junk right here. Anyways, Corvette pan right there. Anybody wants it? I don't know. Might make it a wall hanger. I don't know. One of you subscribers guys wants it? I don't know. That thing's like a freaking $1,000. If you want to buy a new one. I don't know. Tried to give it to a friend who's got a Corvette, but he's like, mine's modified. Whatever that means. I don't know. How do you modify a... I don't know. Maybe you can. Anyways, so I already got that thing drip drying on the floor for umpteen days already. So now we're going to pull the valve covers off. I got them loose kind of ready. And we're going to maybe pull these the rockers off, and then I'm going to put the trunnion upgradable kit into those things. Done it once before. It's pretty straightforward process, if you know what I'm saying. So yeah, we're going to get started on this, and I got a puller for the old balancer thing. Hopefully it works out. I gotta look at it. There's some sketchy stuff. My buddy over there at Carl and Ulysses, you know, they were telling me all this. Yeah, there's some jive going on with this, but I got this fancy chewed up bolt they use inside there so they don't wreck the crank threads. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, here we go. We're gonna pull these valve covers off here and maybe pop a few rockers off. I already got the I don't know if it matters, but I got the bench labeled here, intake and exhaust for each one. I'm just gonna keep them where they were, you know. Maybe they're happy there, you know. It probably doesn't matter, but that's just my brain. That's what my brain says. So that's how my body has to react to the brain telling me that. Yeah. Anyways, here we go. Set you right there. Got these guys loose though. They'll come right off. I gotta find somewhere to put more junk. That's the problem. Take things apart and you got more junk laying around. Yeah, we'll just set it here. Alrighty. So here we go. These are all pedestal mounted, so when you pop all these bolts out here, they're all on a pedestal, which also is going to come out. So you got to remember, put it all back in the same way, guys. Okay. So we're going to zing-zang some of these off, and I know you're all going to be like, oh, don't just loosen them. You're going to wreck the cam. I don't really care. I'm taking the cam out. And I'm putting new valve springs and new seals and junk on it before. Anyways, that's what I meant. Anyways. So the only thing we're going to reuse is the rockers here. And the retainers and things. So got a little tool. We're going to put air into the spark plugs, hold up the valves, and then I got another tool to compress the spring while it's still on here. So I'm gonna pull the head off, because then I need head gaskets, and then if I'm in there putting head gaskets in, I might as well get new lifter buckets and new LS1 lifters, because that's the way to go. And I really should do that, but there's 60,000 miles on this motor, so we're gonna run it, you know. So don't even try to change my mind at this point, because this is supposed to be budget, guys. Okay. So all right, we're gonna zing zang these off, and then I'm gonna lay them on the bench here in the correct order. Just I'll probably mess it up. I'll probably like knock them on the floor or something. So anyways, here we go. Just a little shim under there, so it's whatever. I don't know. So we got this is 8, cylinder 8. And that's tight. Probably gonna snap my thing off. I'm gonna get a ratchet. All right, we got a ratchet. Just trying not to break anything, you know. So I'm just gonna break them all loose and then zing zang them out. Get in there, guy. All right, got them all loose. No big deal, really. So now we're gonna send them out here. So we got them in order for when I do my trunnions. Push them out. I'll show you how to do that later, okay? Okay, got all those out. Sitting all on the bench here. With the old girdly cradles or whatever you want to call them. I don't care. Call them whatever you want. Make up something. Have a nice time with it. But here they are. In the order, in the ways. I even wrote passenger side on one and driver's side, so it's facing the right way, so everything's happy, like I said earlier. So that's what we're left with. And we got our push rods here. And we're just gonna pull these guys out. We'll kind of take a look at them, make sure none of them are bent, so if there's a problem with a cylinder, I can address that. Know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we're just gonna take a peek here real quick. Pull these out. Should have a piece of glass or something to roll these on. Which I got a piece of granite somewhere. I don't know where it went. Yeah, I'm just looking for ones that are majorly bent, but I'm probably fine. And I'm not reusing these, I got new ones. So I don't care what order they were in. Pretty clean, not too bad. Inside the heads are pretty clean too, so you know it might have 60,000 miles on it, like the guy said. Somebody kept up on their oil changes, which is a good thing. Maintenance, guys. You gotta do the maintenance thing. All right, where am I gonna put this garbage? In the oil pan. Checking the tips too to make sure nothing's mauled over and plugged up. Yeah, I don't know how far I'm gonna get. I got my grandson's soccer game tonight, so I'm probably gonna attend that. You know, probably be a good thing, right? So I don't know how far I'm gonna get with this, but I'm going to try to get all these retainers off and stuff like that, and maybe pop them valve seals off. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where we go. Okay. What a struggle, guys. What a freaking struggle. I think I used a different tool last time from Carl, but we got this one here, and I had to modify it because my bolt wasn't long enough, and I didn't want to strip out the head, so it's supposed to go on this here end. This is the part that's supposed to push your valve spring down. This is for the bolt, your rocker arm bolt, but it was right to the end, so I was like, it's a little sketchy. So I modified the other end. Hopefully, Carl, don't get mad. Carl, don't get mad. Maybe you can use this now if you run into this situation. I modified the top here. Now I can run the bolt all the way down. Gives me a little bit more leverage down here in the head. So I ain't stripping the top of the threads out. Makes sense in my brain. I don't know. But it's still, this situation, I don't remember it being this difficult the first time I did it. So I gotta push these down, get the retainers out of here, and pull the spring. And then we gotta pull the old, this is the old valve seal here. And here is the new one. So basically, this thing is the seal and the doohickey that the spring sits on, all in one contraption. So basically like this here. That's what we got. But don't ask me why they're so tall. I don't know. There's a pedestal in there that this thing sits on that makes it higher than the that thing. So it should be right. And if it's wrong, it probably will be. So we're gonna go ahead and change these out. I got two done that I did off camera because I was struggling. I was making tools, and if you can imagine some of the fancy words that I used. But yeah, we're gonna go through and bang the rest or some of these out. Like I said, I gotta go to the kids' soccer game, so it's already like 4. I gotta go at 5:45, so I don't even know if I can get this done in time, but we're gonna try. Alrighty, guys, that was painful. And it took a little while. It probably took me maybe an hour to get all these things done. They're all on there. Yeah. Once I got a system down, then it was then we could fly through them pretty decently. But yeah, we made the tool work. I don't know. Yeah. Had to cut the end off a little bit, just the sides, to get in there. Because this thing hit everywhere. But it worked. So now you've got a two-way tool, Carl. Sorry. But like I said, maybe you can use it someday. So this job tackled and out of the way. So now we're going to come back maybe a little bit later. I got to go to that soccer game. And then maybe I'll try and get this here balancer off. They got me the puller for that dealy bopper. And then, yeah, we'll start tearing into this thing. Get that cam out of there. And, yeah. Alrighty, here we go. We're back from the soccer game. What a hoot. What a hoot, yeah. Little kids just running around, staring into space. Mainly my grandson. That's you, Sonny. But, yeah. So, we're back on the motor. Yeah. While you were not looking, I pulled the back. Well, I got the balancer off. That was a struggle, guys. That must have been like 800 foot-pounds of... This engine's almost flipping over because it's a tripod stand. I'm gonna have to make a T in the front with 2 wheels because this thing is... I almost dropped it a few times. Well, anyways, then you're reefing on it with this bar and this other bar jammed in the thing, and then a screwdriver back here. It was all of my might, fellas and fellitas. It almost felt like it was going to snap, but it wasn't. It's a huge bolt. Well, anyways, we got it off. And then I took it to the back here because the timing chain, or the rear cover, not timing chain, but I can't even talk. Yeah, I do it with a wrench. So I didn't want to bore you guys going, you know. So I got that one off. I'm going to pull out the little, right there's the dumbbell. If you guys can see that little guy in there, and the little end of it, doohickey. Here, I'll try and point from down there. This thing, I don't know how I'm gonna get it out, but that's plastic. I got the new, I can show you. I got the new one. It's somewhere up in this box of malarkey. I think I showed you already on the video. I'll take her out of the package. Let me set you down here. So this guy is billet aluminum, made in America. By this here company called Improved Racing. See that? Right there. America. So, what we got here, oil diverter, that's what it is. So she's got O-rings on both ends. You see a lot of these, only one O-ring here, so this one's doubly as good. So what this does is it makes sure the oil goes through your filtration system without any leakage going past, starving your engine of clean oil, I guess. I don't know, but that's that guy. So we're gonna try and get that out, and we're gonna blow this front timing cover off of this. If I can find, there it is. My doohickey. And guys, when you're doing these LS engines, which most of you probably already know this, that right here, this is flat with the oil pan. So you gotta keep these flat, keep this centered. And yeah, it's pretty tricky, but you kind of just, they might even make a tool, but I ain't got it. And I ain't gonna get one. I don't think, maybe, but same with the back. Keep them flat. Put a little silicone in there too, so that's what we're gonna do. We don't want any leaks. There we go. They're dropping like flies, guys. Except for this one's like in a mile. Sorry, you're like looking into the attic area. Ooh. A little dirty in there. But we got new seals, timing seals, main seal in the back. I just gotta find all my voltages. And they're around here somewhere. Oh, there's one on my foot. Look at this guy. Oh. Seems really sloppy. Yeah, that's really sloppy. That makes me think that this is not 60,000 miles. Yeah, it's hard to believe. Really hard to believe. Well, let's keep going. Pull this oil pump off of here. Probably got to take this balancer bolt back out of here. I was putting that in there to find the top dead center kind of thing. I don't think it really matters. I just think LS is, well, I know LS is just line up to the dots and that's it. I got a lot of fancy electronical gizmos. Out of there, fella. Off the oil pump. Probably gonna leak all over. Oop. There's that. Look at this. So where I put my mark on the outside, there's the keyway, I think. Well, that is a keyway, but is that top dead center? I don't know. Where's the mark? Oh, it's way over here. Yeah, I was off. Whatever. Demons, demons. I've been fighting with my demons. Ooh, set you down. Yeah. Let me just edit that part out of there, you know what I'm saying? Alrighty, we're gonna line these guys up. Kinda. Right there about. Whoa, wrong way. Come on now, Ratchet. What is going on? What is monkey business? Too far again. There we go. Alrighty, that's that. So yeah, that's that. That's what that looks like. Okay, so we got the timing chain off and the retainer plate here. And this is what she's looking like. I got me one of these really long 1/2-inch extensions here because I don't have a nice bolt to put in there that's long that I can grab onto. So I'm gonna try and get this out of here without damaging things. So we're just gonna give it a shot, guys. Set you up here. You probably won't be able to see nothing. Okay, I'm gonna jack you up a little there. It's probably gonna fall off and break everything. Nothing to grab onto. Boy. Oh, I gotta spin it to get my lifters out of the way. You know, I was gonna roll this over so they don't fall out. It's a good idea. That's what we're gonna do. Oh. There that goes. Probably all kinds of drippage. Like such. Boy. That'll work. Alrighty, we gotta spin this camera around before I try and pull it out of here. Put a couple bolts back in her. Come on now, get in the hole. There. Now she's gonna come out. Ooh. Gentle, guys. Easy. Here she be. One LS1 cam. No crazy wear. Looks all right. Very fall down. Break. Okay, we got this thing pretty cleaned up. I got her still upside down. I don't want them lifters falling out. I spun it around. They stuck up in the buckets like they're supposed to, but you never know. Can't be too cautious on that one, but anyway, yeah, I think we're gonna stick the cam in this thing. So I got the back off. I got the little oil diverter thingy in there. I had to take the crap off the engine stand just to get it to fit in there, you know. So I already engine assembly lubed the back cam bearing there, because by the time that last journal gets all the way through there, it ain't gonna have any sauce on it. So we're gonna give her a shot here, guys. And your cam, like, this thing didn't even come in a bag or anything, so it was pretty dirty. And guys, go ahead and clean your cams, wipe them off, and then I brake cleaned it and wiped it off again. There's a lot of schmutz on there, so you don't want that in your engine. I mean, yeah, you don't. You just don't. So clean that. We're gonna stick her in. That's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna set you guys up right here, and you can watch me look like a fool putting this cam in. So I don't know what to tell you. And we're gonna try and make a huge mess all over the floor with the I got some assembly lube here. All right, we're gonna use our patented extension again, just to give us a little leverage. And I'm gonna put some sauce in this first cam bearing here, just to help her get started, you know. Something like that. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Messy. Alright, we'll just add some sauce as we get in there. Nice and easy, guys. Nice and easy. And what I'm putting in here is a sloppy stage 2 cam. I didn't want to go too seriously big, you know. So we're just gonna add a little more as we go. Try and keep the mess to a minimum. Although my floor is all sauced up already, so who cares? We'll get some kitty litter and it'll all be fine, right? try and drop some sauce down in the hole here. Looks good. I don't know. Just trying to make it gooder. Making a mess. Making a huge mess. I got the wrong hand dirty. Alrighty, she is in. She is in. Alrighty. That was fun. We're just gonna grab our little cam retainer plate. So this little GM Performance Parts one. However, these are not the right bolts. These are countersunk. These are not. Now I gotta find bolts. Hey, I tell ya. Why do they change things like that? Just like the firewall in the S10. Why is Blazer different than the S10? Countersunk. What for? Well, back to the drawing board on that one. Well, I think I'm gonna end my night on that, guys, because yeah, I've been stumped, and I need a puller to get the gear off here, and I ain't got one. It's lost. It's gone. I don't know where it went. So I gotta find one somewhere. And the plate thing, yeah, and the rest of these timing covers, I gotta clean those up. Pop the seals out of them, put the new ones in. So we're gonna end the video here on this one. And again, guys, thanks for watching. Hit the old like button, subscribe, hit the dinger, all that stuff. And we'll get back to you on the next part of this engine build. And again, hopefully we're gonna have all the stuff, the tools and whatnot. So it is what it is. It's another LS S10 build. I mean, I know you've never seen it, and this is all new to you. So yeah, we'll see you on the next episode of Mart's Weld Shop. Come on back now, you hear?